Hi VIP members, hope you are having a wonderful day. Just a quick coaching session really on the QUANTFLOW dynamic software, which we can use on gold, on any asset, any time frame, using the same system, which is fantastic. So it's an all-in-one system, and just to go over it with you. But what I'm actually going to do in the next few minutes is go into the lower time frame to help you understand it better, where you can actually learn how to scalp if that's what you want to do, how to have short-term positions, not short positions, but short-term positions where you can bank a few hundred pips per day. So what we've got here now, one thing, once you've got the software, I'm having it tweaked at the moment, it's almost ready, hopefully tomorrow. I've uploaded it here, but there's a few changes that need to be made before I send it to you if you've upgraded. So this is the system in play, and what we're looking for, just to remind you, we are looking for the trend to be clear, so we can see that it's achieving higher lows, higher highs, etc., the normal stuff. And then once we know that, we're waiting for the price to come down into these areas here where we can get into the market and have a nice successful juicy trade. Okay, so that's when it's bullish. There's one here. If you want to go short, then you can. There you go. Once you have the software, it's a Pine script code. So you no longer need to subscribe to TradingView because they charge, I don't know what even they charge, 30 quid a month or something. So you can save that money instantly. That's the first thing. I've only got a couple of hit things here. I've got the 50 simple on a high, and I've got a 50 simple on a low. And you can see these two black lines here. So I want to see clearly the price below the 50s or clearly above the 50s, which then tells me this is a strong bullish momentum. And away it goes. So this is what the situation was this morning during the Asian session. So we have the price moving up and down this demand zone, as I mentioned in the VIP room. So we don't know really where it's going to go. It needs to break through that barrier, doesn't it, in order to be a confident sell down to there, or it needs to break above this area here to be a really confident trade to there. It didn't do either. However, there was a trade here that we did have, and then the price failed to go above the supply zone, which is sometimes common. There's inflation data tomorrow, so I think that will be the pinnacle point where we can actually look at making some better decisions. But this is bullish still, as we can see, sitting on this demand zone and in between 46.25 and where it is now 45.90 or thereabouts. Now let me take you, now what I will be doing for people who have upgraded to the QUANTFLOW dynamic software, I will be doing a coaching video which goes into detail. There's other ways to use it as well, and you can really fine tune your trading to the next level trading if you like. So this is a 2-minute chart, which is quite nice. I quite like the 2-minute chart, but you can see these black lines here which emulate the 15-minute on the left. And what you're looking for is the price to break the 50 and then move up. Of course, if it goes down, you're looking for a break down below the 50s for a sell, which we did have this morning. So let me explain how this works. Whilst the lower time frame is achieving higher highs above the 50, that's a nice beautiful buy, and then you can simply move your stop if you wish along here or until it reaches a certain target. Now if the price rallies 452 pips, that's it. Usually that's it. You very rarely ever see it go any more than that. 500 pips is exceptional. And of course, once it does that, and you've got that, you might have only got a little bit of it, I don't know, but nonetheless, usually there's a deeper correction, as we can see here. Now, if you are long at this point here, you don't want to be long once it does that, because that's change of character. And that just means that the price is going to move as predicted into a correction mode. Now, the correction mode, as we can see here on the right, let me enlarge that for you. We can see that it's definitely negative, isn't it? So we can actually say that we could have, for instance, we could have a short here, we could have a short here, we could have a short here, and so on and so forth. So there. Now, this is not scalping as I know it. I don't scalp, but this is quite a nice way of trading, which gives you a nice position. 215 pips, that is definitely not scalping. And here that went down as far as 288 pips, definitely not scalping. What you can do, of course, is you can, as an example, have a short position here on supply, put your stop up there, and then go 2 to 1. Again, I will be doing further coaching sessions, which will probably bring up more questions as time goes on, but that's fine. And 2 to 1. All right, so there are additional trading opportunities to be had if you want them. If you have a spare hour to spare and you want to go in and you want to trade this, you can see clearly where the direction is. So in terms of executing a trade to the long side, which we are expecting, then I want to make sure that at the point of entry here, I want to see at least the 2-minute change character. Okay, so it has to do this. It has to break this supply and then do this, and then away it will go. And it's getting ready to go. So don't miss this opportunity. It's going to $5,000. I said this a few weeks ago when it was 4,000, and I'm expecting big things here. So it's a great time to get on board. If you haven't upgraded to the the QUANTFLOW dynamic software, then please do so. I'll be very happy to support you on your 12-month journey.